Welcome to Iowa for the running of the Iowa Corn 250 for race number 14. Not 15. Last time I had said race number 14, but it was race 13 of the NROL Grainger Series, season number 3. Greg Torres in the 88 is on the pole for today's race. Will Bowen in the 0 to the outside, followed by Jay Jefferson, Derek Hamill, and Riley Spurleytube, rounding out the top 5. Two-time winner this season, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. in 6th, Thomas Jericho, Dash Boren, Roger Ray, and then Juan Garcia. Running out your top 10, we'll go through the rest of the starting lineup here. Kodaluigi, Max Anderson, Joe Jefferson, Eli Bright, Stuart Gratton, Victor Delgado, Nicholas Wade, and Alexander Rowe. Jerry Northrup, Brian Ferris, Michael Canto, Mitchell Henderson, Ray Jacobs and Regan James, Mathis Wells, Andrew Miller, Nathan Stapleton, Sebastian Cucawan, JJ Reed, and Antonin Charlebois, Diego Lopez, Derek Northrup, Tristan Allen, Andrew Noriga, DJ Reed, Marcus Kyer, Phoebe Awada, Colton Yo, and then in the last row, Jonathan Rains and Veronica Platts. Let's go trackside for the command.
Drivers, start your engine!
And a great command to get the engines fired here in Iowa.
Go out there and
We
have a
are
good time
getting
today.
set
Make it happen at the end, my friend.
for
Big thumbs up here.
38
Ready to
laps
rock and roll.
on
Good luck
this
to you guys on pit road
half-mile
today.
speedway here in Iowa. This is the first race for the NROL on NBC. Now, thank you to Fox and FS1 for doing the first half of the season, as now we are kicking off the second half. Green flag in the air. Already a good jump here on the start for Greg Torres down the backstretch. Jay Jefferson trying to get to the inside. They're going to be 3 wide off turn 4. Max Anderson is going to hit the wall. And everybody is, and around they go. Ray Jacobs, Mathis Wells, Antonin Charlebois, Regan James. I said that already. And now the leaders are racing back to the caution. Who's going to get here first? Jefferson looking on the inside of his teammate. He gets him up the track. It's a drag race to the finish. Or to the caution, excuse me. Torres by a nose. And the caution is out. I just want to look how close that was. 3 1,000ths of a second. First caution of the day, lap number 3. Pit road is open. No, none of the leaders are going to be pitting. Oh, Stapleton. Oh, right, that's where they pit when they enter pit road. They merge on the apron here. And Stapleton and Charlebois are not happy. Stapleton is actually staying out here. The 18 car, though, will be pitting, I believe. Yes. And once these drivers here get sorted out, hopefully they don't fall a lap down. Eli Bright currently in 7th. Will Bowen fell all the way back to 8th. But now with that we are under caution, we're going to take a look at what happened to bring out this first caution of the day. So right here, coming off of turn 4, you see up there Joe Jefferson and Max Anderson. They're going to go up the track. Anderson is going to hit the wall. Then you see behind them Alexander Rowe gets into the wall. Brian Ferris is going to get into the back of him. Actually, Ferris was the first car that came down and went around. He came down, just barely clipped Regan James in the 52. And then behind them, you see Mathis Wells nowhere to go. Sebastian Cucawan is going to get some front end damage. And right there, Wells collects his teammate. Oh, that's what Stapleton was upset about. When the 18 came back up the track and right into him, but that really was not his fault. And then, oh, he turned Stapleton? No, Stapleton hung on to it. And then just a big stack up here behind them. Veronica Platt's not able to stop in time. She's going to get some damage. But now you see 52. I was going to say, looks like he might have some engine damage, but no. Why don't we go on board with the 16 car of Ray Jacobs? Made it through here nicely. You're on board. I have another on board here from the 51 car of Andrew Miller, who was able to sneak by here on the outside as well. And then we'll go on board with Nathan Stapleton in the 22. Wow. Now we'll go on board with the 22. You listen in as well. Still there inside. Still there inside. Still there inside. Watch him wreck in front of you. Get high here. Get high. Stay high. Come on, get through here. Caution's out. Got a little bit of front end damage here, guys, and some rear end. Right side might be killed. I'm not sure. I can't see from here. So, under the first caution here of the day, and Greg Torres is still your leader. We'll keep you with us here, since we should be taking the one to go here at the line. No, we'll have one more caution lap. No, yes. We'll have one more lap. Thought I saw the caution lights go off. So, yeah, we're using the older version of Iowa for this track, as the 2014 version, or the FSE version, doesn't produce the best racing for Iowa. It's mostly single file. So that's why we're using this version. Also, this one is a lot more detailed and looks a lot better. So that's another reason why. So, there's the 24 car, DJ Reed back here. One car has gone to the garage. That is the 18 of Antonin Charlebois. So, he's done early here in Iowa, as we're only on lap 5. We'll be going green on lap 6. Well, we'll take the green flag for on lap 6 and start lap 7. So, yeah, or we should here. Yes, lights have gone out here on the pace car. We will be going green this time. So here they come, through turns 3 and 4, at 46 miles per hour. The pace car heads on into pit road. Everyone's still on the lead lap. Green flag back in the air. And the 07's already in the wall. Great. Spurley tube on the bumper of Jefferson. Trying to find a way to get around him. Gets him up the track a bit. Here comes the 14. And Fitzwater's in the wall. Everybody's in the wall. Don't wreck. 24, DJ Reed to pit road. Uh-oh, that might have been an unscheduled stop. And now Spurley too gets the second position. Jefferson up the track into the wall. In the wall is the 1 car. Jay Jefferson now gets it off the wall. Almost hit the wall there on the backstretch. Here comes the 24 now off pit road. Roger Ray and Eli Bright. See a few more back here. Alexander Rowe in the 87. Remember, last week, or this week, sort of, so the race was on Tuesday, in the Aquafina NROL Cup Series, he edged out the 17 of Jay Jefferson. In this series, he's in the 1, by 7 1/1000ths of a second, and he won at Michigan in the Aquafina NROL Cup Series. Thomas Jericho going for second on Riley Spurley Tube. Spurley Tube's going to slide up the track and hit the wall. Here comes Code Luigi. Will Bowen coming back. Now he's up to 4th. How about Dash Boren? Fitzwater and Canto are battling here. Fitzwater's going to slide up the track and hit the wall probably. Yeah, and Joe Jefferson as well. Not sure why they do that. They're pulling the NROL Greg words. Only people in Riley's Discord would understand that. Lap 19 would be the halfway point. Nathan Stapleton has now fallen back to last. Fitzwater on the outside of Roger Ray. Both those drivers have a win this season. 3 wins in total combined with those two. Here comes the 16 car, Ray Jacobs. He's now up to 19. He's in the top 20. Code Luigi and the leader Greg Torres are in the wall. Thomas Jericho to the lead now. Oops. Sorry about that. Here comes Stuart Gratton in the 78. Torres is going to go up the track once again into the wall, and Code Luigi. Fitzwater once again into the wall. Stapleton made heavy contact with the wall there. Stuart Gratton in the 78. Going to get second here from Will Bowen as Bowen hits the wall. No, Jay Jefferson, don't go high, go low. Get around him. Now, the 16 car, Ray Jacobs, is still working his way up here. And Torres and Luigi are both in the wall again. Luigi! It's too bad Code's name isn't Wah, because then we could call him Luigi. Down the backstretch. Now they're actually sorted out to single file, sort of. At least the leaders are. So Luigi's gonna go up the track again and hit the wall, yes. So, we're still green here. Past the halfway point as we have 18 to go. Eli Bright gonna get up the track gonna allow the 25 to get around him. This is really helping this driver, the 16, Ray Jacobs. He's climbing up some positions here. But Thomas Jericho going for his second win of the season. Stuart Gratton going for his second career win in the NROL. He has one in the Aquafina NROL Cup Series from this season. And he's trying to get one in this series. So now 14 laps to go. Stuart Gratton is right there. Stapleton is still hitting the wall. Not sure why though. But oh well. And Greg Torres now is going to send Cody Luigi up the track and into the wall. See points leader Brian Ferris now into the wall. Ray Jacobs now up to 14th in that 16 car. He just keeps gaining positions because drivers just keep hitting the wall. 12 laps to go here in Iowa. We've only had the one caution so far. On the backstretch. 10 laps to go. This time. Spurleytube and Jefferson are still in the top 5 here. Spurleytube 4th, Jefferson 5th. Now 9 laps to go here in Iowa. It's a pretty boring race, but whatever. I have to do it. And now Dash Boren to the inside for second. Gonna get Gratton up the track. No, he's hanging on to it. And Jefferson looks to the inside for 4th. Gratton's going to be able to get back down. Spurleytube up into the wall now. 7 laps left. Can anyone catch the 6? Right now, I think the only car with a shot at it would be Dash Boren. Yes, that is Dash Boren. Okay, good. That moment when you don't even remember the drivers in your series. And Spurleytube has now fallen back to 10th. Oh, he's been in the wall. And the 16's up to 13th. He's going to have a top 10 before the end of this race. We might catch Nathan Stapleton. You're on board with the 93. Here he comes. He has a good run. Will it be enough? 3 to go here in Iowa. You're in the car here with Dash Boren currently. We might catch Nathan Stapleton before the end of this race. We're watching from our spectator camera here. Dash Boren is going to have a few more chances to try and get the lead. Down the backstretch. Coming to the white flag. Through 3 and 4. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. Here comes the 93. The momentum doesn't carry though. Down the backstretch in the 3 and 4 for the final time. And off turn number 4. Thomas Jericho takes the victory here in Iowa. His second win of the season. Ties Fitzwater for the most wins this season. And we are now waiting for the 43. No. And here comes Stapleton to the checkered flag. So Thomas Jericho takes the win here in Iowa. Let me grab an export here. No, that's not what I meant. 14. So Thomas Jericho and the number 6 team are celebrating their victory. Their victory here at Iowa. Their second win of the season. Dash Boren, another close run, comes home second. Stuart Gratton third. Jay Jefferson gets fourth. But Juan Garcia, out of nowhere, comes home with a top 5. Followed by Nicholas Wade, Victor Delgado, Michael Canto, Mitchell Henderson, and Riley Spurleytube hung on to a top 10. You can now see the rest of the finishing results here. But now we'll take you down the victory lane and then we'll check out the points. So Thomas Jericho ekes out a win here at Iowa. Alright. So as you guys can tell, there is not a Aquafina NROL Cup Series race today, as we are now on the off week, and we'll be returning next week at Sonoma. So there is no Iowa here. I guess Bristol. Same length. Results. Generate files. Standings. Somehow, Brian Ferris hangs on to the points lead. 3 top 5s, 8 top 10s. Has everyone scored a top 10 so far this season? No. There are at least 2 drivers that have not. Actually, there's at least 1 driver that hasn't. That's Max Anderson, who has 0 top 5s and 0 top 10s. Yeah, so only 1 driver has yet to score a top 10. When Thomas Jericho comes up to 3rd, or to 2nd, Will Bowen falling to 3rd, Michael Canto falls to 4th, and Diego Yepes falls back to 5th. Andrew Noriga, Riley Spurleytube, Eli Bright, Roger Ray, Tristan Allen, Jay Jefferson, and Alexander Rowe round out the top 12 in points. Now you see the rest of the point standings here. The Northrops are still in last place in points. So, they have not been having a very good season then. So, we thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.